Good afternoon and welcome to today's video tutorial. Today we're going to look at introduction to HTML, to PHP. So what exactly we are going to do here? So before you start this course, please have the following. You must have your PC, personal computer. We must ensure that the browser is installed on your computer. So we have so many of them, Safari, Chrome, and so many of them, Firefox. Then text editor. So here I'm using VS Code. You can download any of them. They're almost free. Then download your XAMPP. So XAMPP have your server where have your server. Have your Apache server. So you can go to www.apacefriends. So I think I try to download any okay, you can see here. So go to www.apacefriend. Then download your anyone that is compatible with your systems. My own, I download the window because this is my own. I download the one that is for window. So now these are things you must get ready on your system before we start this. So what is PHP? PHP is a server scripting language. So it's interpreted. So this is what PHP is. That is why we call it a server scripting language. So now, where is it executed? PHP is executed on the server. So that is why you must download your XAMPP. So where that has your Apache is your server. So that your PHP is going to run on it. So you make sure that your Apache is download and installed through your XAMPP. So make sure that your XAMPP go to www.apacefriends.org to download the one that is compatible with your server. So that is just it. So which knowledge you must have? You must have the knowledge of HTML. So HTML is just a structure. We used to structure our page. So let me see how it is done. Now let me, for instance, now I have something like A1. This is our heading. This is our heading element. So for instance, I'm something like I'm a heading. Now, I have my paragraph. So let me write my lorem. So lorem. Let me times 5. Okay, so let's load this page and see. To come daemon.php. You can see. This is the heading. This is the paragraph talking about the heading. So you can see how structure the HTML given to this page just now. Now, that is what we do. We have a lot of tags. We have a lot of elements. We have anchor tags. So many of them. We have div and the rest that you can use to structure your page. Now, you must have this idea, you must have the knowledge before you go on. So the next one is the knowledge you must have. You must have the knowledge of CSS. CSS, we use the CSS to style our page. For instance, now let me go back to this demo.page and have take a few days. Now, for instance, I want to style this heading. So, okay, style equal to, okay, let's say, okay, color okay, red. So let's see what is going to happen now. So let's load it and see. So you see, we have our heading. So to change to red. So we change the color to red. Now we can still do the same thing here to this paragraph. Maybe style equal to, so okay, let's say, okay, let's have background color this time. So we have background color equals to, okay, okay, let's make it yellow. So let's see what happens. Okay, okay, this color is not there's no R in the color. Okay, so what is exactly happening? Oh, background. Okay, there's no this background. There's no R. There's no R. I think there was a problem with the spelling there. So you can see we have our background color to be this. Then we have our heading, which will color. So you can see how this page look nice now because we style it. This is what the CSS does. Then what of the JavaScript? So the next one you must the idea, the knowledge you must have also you must have the knowledge of JavaScript. So with JavaScript we can interact with the elements on our page. So the elements are interactable. So let me just give you this guy. Daemon. So let me go to demo and have my okay, let me have my so see JavaScript is written inside this but okay, let me just even leave itself. So I have my let me have my another um I'll write something, click me here, then here. So I want to click this element, I want to interact with this element. So I have on click, sorry, on click, so equal to this one. So I'll now have this in HTML equal to date, today's date. So what I'm doing here is this. I want to click this guy. So to click this element, then I want to have today's date. So I want to interact with that element, that paragraph element. And now let me see what happened. Sorry. This is HTML. Okay, this one is not correct. So it's supposed to be HTML. Inner HTML. So now let me load it now. See what happened. So you can now see. So when I interact, it's giving me today's Wednesday, 08 2024. So that is what the date is giving. So it make you to interact with the element on your page. So that's exactly the how the knowledge you must have before we move on to the PH we move on to the PHP. Now, having the knowledge, so if you have the knowledge, we can now move on. So we are good. Now, what is PHP file? So the PHP file can contain text, HTML, CSS. So if you look at this is HTML, this is PHP file. You can now see demo.php. So you can now see how it contains this guy, JavaScript, we have CSS. So PHP file can contain those things. I contain this one now, HTML, we have this thing. You can still have our PHP here. You can still have PHP here. So you can still contain the PHP itself. So we have our PHP. You can echo anything you want to echo here. Um, I am a big boy. I'm a big boy. So you can echo anything you want to echo. So say I'm a big boy. You can say I'm a big boy. Yeah. This is how powerful is HTML. So with HTML, you can include the so it contain all these tests and the rest, the CSS and the rest. So you can see. So that is just it. And PHP code, JavaScript, CSS, test and action. So now PHP is executed on the server. So that is what I told you earlier. So that is why you must install your that is why you must install your your XAMPP. So which has your app passage. So then um PHP file have an extension of PHP um, PHP file have an extension .php. You can see this is blog.php connect.php, delete.php. So these are all the PHP files. So it has the connect. It ends with a PHP. Has an extension of .php. Now, what can we do? Now, this is when we're going to write a lot of. We're going to write a lot of code now. So um, now what can you do with PHP? Now, PHP can generate dynamic page. Let's see this. How does it generate dynamic page? Let me show you something. This is my okay. So let me delete this one because let me delete this one, and I have okay. This is my news page. I just do this one for the sake of this for the sake of this guy, for the sake of um for the sake of um this our tutorial. Now, what if I want to add news? This is the news already. If you go to my admin here, we have this new news. The bag of rice now sold for 10,000. 10,000. Now you can see the news. See, this is bag of rice. So now, so news today. If you go to our admin, my admin, you can see news today. This is the title. This is the comment. So this is the username. This is the I can approve this. I can even delete this one for people not to see. Now you can see how the content automatically generates itself. So you can, that is what the PHP does. So now, for instance, now if I want to add another news now, so let me post another news, something like um okay, let's say fire on the mountain. So this is just the topic. We are just looking for something to just put it there to work. So maybe okay, let me use myself. Let me use this Jacob. Then tomorrow is my fire testing day. I'm just writing anything. Testing day. So people, so people, you are invited. You are invited. Invited. So now, okay, this one is not. So now, this is just it. Let me post this news. So now, the news was posted successfully. Now, let me go back to my news and see. You see, this is the news I posted. You see how let me go and see. You see the word PHP. PHP can generate dynamic page content. You see how you just post this thing, you just somewhere write this thing, and it will just update itself. People can read and this page generate itself dynamically. So you don't need to start going to type anything somewhere. So and type all manner of things like static and the rest before it works. So now, for instance, now I can still go and see delete this news. Now, and this is my admin. Let me go and load this one. Now, you see that the last news I posted, I can delete this one from it. Okay, let me see. So you see, I want to delete this one now. So I deleted. So if I go back to that admin, you see, it's not there again. Now, if I go back to my news, let's see. I have deleted it. You see how page content, you see how PHP generate this page content so dynamically. So you don't need to be moved from one display to write this one, go and put this. So once everything dynamically generated. So this is how the PHP. What you can still ban this. If I want to ban this guy, so I go to my ban. Hmm, if I want to ban uh, uh, this guy, so I can still go back to my. Let me go back to my admin, and I want to ban this guy. Mhm. I want to. Okay, this one is approved. Mhm. is approved, and I don't want it to be approved. I want to ban it. So what am I going to? I'll click it. So I'll ban this guy. Hmm? So I'll ban this guy. So so let's see what happens. So it is already been banned. So if you go there, you're going to see. Let me load it back. So you see, ban. So you can see I can generate this page dynamically. If you try to log in again as an admin. So for instance, I try to log in again. Okay. Let me just try to log in again as admin. So try to log in again as an admin. Hmm. So let me try to log in again. You say you are banned for life. So because it was banned from that this thing, so there's no way. Uh, it can access to even log in to write up to the news again. So you see how these are things PHP generates a page dynamically. So everything is dynamically generated. So the person can be banned, the person can so we can post the news, you can do so. This is just the this code was just written to show you this was not hosted, but to tell you how PHP generate dynamically. So we have more of this. We're going to see how this thing is going to work in the real life. So at the end of this project, at the end of this tutorial, so we're going to see how the whole thing is going to be generated automatically. So we now move to, so we can see we can create, open and read um, um, we can read, write, delete, and close file on the server. Now let me create let me this is our test file. Hmm? Now I'm going to say okay. Let me this is our test file. This is I am a fine boy. Now let me save this guy. Now with PHP I can generate this guy. I can generate. So let me remove this guy. I want to remove this guy um to show you how dynamic how I can delete how can I can access to that text. So now with PHP we can read from the server. So we're going to do this is another topic entirely. We're going to look at, but I just want to tell you what prepare your mind to what we are going to do. Now for instance now, so the first thing I do, so let me have my file. Then equal to file open. Then so which file are we going to read? This file will be news.php. News.txt. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to have news, sorry, news.txt. So what are we going to open it for? We're going to open this file to read. So let's read this file. Now, so we're going to read this file now. So let's echo. We have a function called file read or file read. So we have file read. So which file are we going to read? So this the file that was opened. So which size are we going to do? So we're going to what to call file size. So we have file size. So we're going to read all. We're going to read the whole file. I am a fine boy. We want to read all. So I'll now put the news the entire news dot okay sorry news dot txt. So let's see what we're going to give us now from demon. Okay, okay, okay. Let me just let me put this demon here. So let me put this demon here. So you see, I'm a fine boy. So with PHP we can read it. That's exactly what we are saying here. With PHP we can create like that opening is create, then we can open like we open it, then we read it. So we have a lot to do that. So we're going to write, we can delete and the rest. So we just do what PHP can do. Now we can collect data. So if you look at the So when we ban, we submit data. So the data are collected, were collected. So when we post this guy, is it blogged? Yes, okay. We have a blog. You see, so when we submit this data, so we post this data. So the data we submitted are collected by using a PHP or the super global variable. So to collect the data we submitted to the server. So PHP can collect form data. So when we submit this form, is collected using a super global variable. So we can also can send and receive cookie. So then we can add, delete. You can see what happened there. We delete on this thing on our admin, or if we go to that our admin, so you see, so we delete, you can see delete this guy, so you can see delete it. So you see, if you go back now, see, you see, we have deleted this guy. So that is just it. So it remained only one now. So that is how we can delete, we can from the database. So that thing is automatically deleted, and we can control access. We see how we ban admin not to access this one. And immediately two of the admin. You see, because we ban the admin, two of them become banned immediately. So one and two become banned. Then we can still encrypt data. So we're going to look at the whole of this for instance now that I want to um, echo. Let me encrypt. Let me use MD5. Sorry, not the MD4. It's MD5. So let me encrypt Nicholas. Let me encrypt Nicholas and see what happens. So uh, then go to our daemon or what? Okay. So let me use a demo.php. So you see this. Look at Nicholas. See what he's giving me. Look at Nicholas. So let me just remove this one. So let me just comment this one out. So let me comment this one out and see what happened. So from here I see this is Nicholas. So let me put another one like um America. So let me put them kind of America. So let me use this going. See, so you see, so it encrypts it. So this is how powerful PHP can be, and that is what the PHP can do, and this is what can use the PHP. So the journey is still far. So continue to join us for the next listing. So for us to be able to produce to have more of this, simple, make it simple for you. So we please kindly subscribe. Tell us your comment is needed. So where we need to improve and where we need to do more. So we'll do more for you. Thank you and God bless you.